we go. Hope you can see my screen.
I can see your screen very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Heini.
Thank you. So thank you, Ono. This is Heini Demojekovic from Sonum. Have been working for Sonum for 10 years and got a deep knowledge in budgeting, planning, and forecasting. So let's have a deep dive in our integrated FP&A model. Nowadays, in a constantly changing business environment, companies need to adapt and act quickly. Bridging strategy and execution, planning is a key enabler of faster and more informed decision-making. Paradoxically, while data is everywhere and available in large volumes, many companies don't get the business value they expect from their planning process. So why is it like that? It is not dynamic enough to adapt to the changes and not collaborative enough. Anaplan offers a dynamic, collaborative, and intelligent platform to help companies make quicker and more informed decisions, which drives faster, more effective planning across the enterprise. So today, we are going to show you the integrated FP&A demo model. During this demo, you will see how the different departments can be connected with each other and how we will bring the data into one output. So in this case, in a P&L report. And you will be able also to see how we connect those departments. So like from procurement department, we will get the price information. From HR department, we will get FP&A information, personnel costs, and so on. So please note this demo has been built to show the basic features of an integrated FP&A planning model. However, is it possible to customize the model based on your needs? So that means we can adjust all the processes, calculations, pictures, pages, so everything can be updated based on really your needs. First of all, I would like to tell you that our demo model is based on a fast-moving consumer goods company. So that means we will sell soft drinks and beer. So it's a soft drink beer company. Now what you can see on the screen is our navigation page, and this will actually guide you through the model. The main area shown actually on the left side. So here we have the actual load, sales, COGS. So we get the gross profit. We have the G&A, Capex, personnel costs, operating costs, so all the costs all the different cost groups, and then we will see the outputs in the reporting area. On the right side, you will see the Gantt chart with the different activities during the budget process that will actually help you to track your teamwork. So you can see actually all the tasks that are relating to the left side. Of course, the time intervals are shown on the horizontal axis. So first, we are going to have a look at this chart. At the top, you can see a very little table where all the different activities are listed that are important for our budget. So how we tell those steps we can't provide budget 2022. Here you can see we have a start date and an end date, and then also status. The different statuses are differently colored. And then you can also see those are actually corresponding with the chart at the bottom. So let's say I'm going to change for personnel cost the status because we are going to start with that part. Let's put it on work in progress. So now you can see it that here this part is actually changed and now is it green. You have also the possibility to change the date. So let's say, I don't know, we will start with the actual data loads on the 4th of January, not on the 11th. And you can also see it's immediately update. So it's very nice to show the progress to the entire team. But now let's get back to our navigation page and start with the planning. Our first step will be in the planning process at the data loads. So the actuals will be loaded from the source system. In our demo model, what we did, we are just loading an TXT file from our source system. So how you can do that is just clicking on the button and then you can actually select the file and then run the process. However, you have also the possibility to create more sophisticated solution. So it can be also that you create a fully integrated solution with your source system. And then you can actually schedule the job, and the actuals will be automatically loaded into Anaplan without any human reaction. So that's also a very nice solution. After the actuals are loaded, we will start with our sales process. On this dashboard, we will first plan the volume. There is a possibility, in this case, to enter high-level drivers per quarter for a certain profit center. Here we can see actually the actuals from previous year, the previous focus values. We have a base volume for budget, and then you can enter a certain percentage by quarter, a growth percentage, and that will be applied on the final volume. As we think that next year, COVID will really chill down, so probably there will be even more festivals, restaurants open, etc. Think that we will be able to actually sell a higher amount of volume. Therefore, we are going to increase our volume by 15%. And let's enter this all for the quarters. And then you can also see that all the charts and actually data at the bottom is immediately updated. So on all the quarters that we entered, it's also pushed down to the months. And this information is like without product, but it's also applied for all the product groups. At the bottom, we have an overview that shows actually the volume by product. And here even you have the possibility to make changes by product. So here you can see the volume adjustment. So let's say here I'm going to enter also 200 because we think that we will sell more beer in April and May, June, and then July I will put just 300 and even 300 here as well. And you can see that immediately updates. Price is also shown here and the revenue as well. And you saw also that the revenue was updated as we entered the higher amount of volume here. And we have also similar approach for the price. Here you can also even see that the base price is available and there's also final price. It means that also there an increase was entered. However, today we are not going into that topic. We'll continue with the COGS. Just going back to the navigation page and opening COGS from there. At the top, you can see a table that actually shows all the products that will be sold by our company. And in the header, all the raw materials. Here we have the bill of materials. So that means that you can see how many units are needed from the different raw materials to produce bulk pilsner. At the bottom, we have a table or a chart that actually shows the usage and the material cost. Usage means actually the bill of material times volume, and material cost will mean the usage times the prices that are shown here on the right side. This information, so all the prices by supplier, will be imported from the procurement department. So here you can see how we can connect to also another department that already have planned the prices. You can also see the button, so we can easily update those prices if we wish. So let's move back to the navigation page. Now we planned our volume, prices, and COGS, so we get to our gross profit. Of course, we saw also that there is a direct relation between the volume and COGS. As the volume increased, the material costs will be also increased. And now we will continue with GenX, the general expenses. This is our home page for the general expenses. Here in this table, all the main account groups are shown that belong to the general expenses part. Here we have also a chart that shows actually the previous year budget and the final budget, and this line would be our target. So let's first put the target settings that will apply for the entire company and for different account groups. So by account group within GenX, you can enter a percentage, and that will be applied on the previous year budget. As you can see on travel and entertainment, we don't have any percentage yet. So let me enter the 10% because we just mentioned that we hope that next year COVID will chill down. So that means also that we will be allowed to travel even more. Therefore, we expect that the cost will be higher than in the previous years. And now you can again see that everything is automatically updated. Now we are going to the detailed overview where we can actually make adjustments for all the accounts that belong to the different main account groups. So here you can see all the accounts that belong to, for instance, travel and entertainment. As we said, we are going probably to travel more next year. And here we can see our target that's actually calculated based on the high level percentage that's also available here. However, we think it will be higher, so I'm going to make an adjustment on yearly level. So instead of 314 euro, we think that it should be 1,000. And then you will be able to see that the final budget immediately updates. You have also the possibility to make adjustments per period, because then we will not use an equally phasing, but then you can do the phasing by yourself. So let me enter here 100. I am going to copy over those values. And then for April, I will even put, I don't know, 3,000. And now you can see that the information is taken from those cells. Of course, you have also the possibility to zero out the budget that has been calculated. So here we had our target, and let's say we think the budget should be 0. Because I don't know how due to COVID still, or people are used to more working from home, so therefore we can zero out this. And then you can see that the final budget will be also 0. So let's move back to our homepage and then have a look at the monthly overview. This is a very detailed overview by periods, and also all the cost centers are shown here. I would like to also show you here a default function of Anaplan, the pivoting, where you can actually really easily drag and drop these different dimensions. So you can see now in the rows we have the cost centers, but now I would like to see in the row the different accounts, so that's possible to do. And if you would like, you can also even export this information. Maybe someone doesn't have access to Anaplan, so you would like to share this information with them. You can easily export it, and then you can share the Excel file with them. So let's move back to our navigation page, and we will continue with Capex. On this Capex homepage, you will be able to see all the different account Capex groups with the useful life and also the account that link to it. This is also something that you can easily update by yourself. The ID that in this model, the current assets, so the current for the current assets, the depreciation will be loaded. So let me open this dashboard. Here you are able to see that there is an action that will pick up actually a flat file, and you can load the information into Anaplan. For the new assets, you will have the possibility to plan them in Anaplan. So let's go there. Here you will see an input table where by country you can enter the different cost centers, the object. You are even allowed to enter description. The asset category needs to be selected. That's also something that we showed on the homepage, because to those categories will link to useful life. And that's something that based on the asset category we are able to pick up. The acquisition date is entered, start date. So based on useful life, we are able to calculate the end date. Units, sorry, units can be entered, currency, and unit cost. We will calculate the full amount in local currency and euro. And then eventually we will bring together the current, the existing assets and the new assets in this overview. Here you can see, I have to select, of course, France, because we have their information. Here you can see that the current assets are in this line, and new assets are also planned, and then we have also a line for the total depreciation. Okay, so let's move back again and we will continue with the other P&L items. As mentioned in the beginning of the demo, personal cost is something that will be not planned directly here. It's already planned by the HR department. So here you can see all the cost categories by cost center. And that's something that we receive from them, and we just import it into those tables. You can see it here also, the FTE information is available. So that's something also that we got from the HR department. Okay, so we did also the personal cost part, and then eventually we arrived to the non-operating costs, which will be actually a data entry on total company level. So all the costs that are entered here, or you have even the possibility to import this information into Anaplan, those costs needs to be allocated to the different cost centers. So therefore, we are going to have a look at on the dashboard. Here we created two different options for the cost allocation. One happens based on the amount of FTEs that are linked to the cost center. The other one is a customized percentage. That's something that you can update by yourself. Of course, it needs to be always 100%. Otherwise, the allocation will be not perfectly. But if you update those percentages and it's not up to 100%, then it will give you color coding. Here you have also the possibility to select the allocation method. So it's possible that you go with FTE or with the customized percentage. Of course, the FTE allocation, so based on the FTE, it's not something that you can change here, because it's really based on the information that we receive from the HR department. So those costs has been also allocated to the different cost centers. That means that we can go back to our navigation page and have a look at our report. Here you will see a high-level report where EBITDA is shown by country in all the countries that are actually where we have actually activities. So we are selling our products. Here we have a little comparison report. Actually, different versions that you want to compare with each other can be selected from this little view. We see also in the delta here and even in percentage. Let me zoom in this chart, because some of the costs are very little, so then we can see it much better. That here you can see also how per period the costs are set up, and of course here we have the red blue line. And now let me go back again to the navigation page. And let's see the detailed report. Sorry, that's something that I should actually open from here. Because I also wanted to show you how easily this detailed report has all the information by period and by account. Here you even have the possibility to make some easy filtering, whether you want to show all the months or months and quarters, or even also the full year information. Of course, it's always could be a wish from one of the users that, yeah, you would like to create something just for yourself. Anaplan provides also that possibility for you. So you can actually create a copy of the existing dashboards. Here you can see it's a personal copy. So I'm going to make a personal copy. It's just created. I can adjust also this one just for myself. So slightly change it if you want with the pivoting functionality. Let's put time here. I don't know. Let's put cost center here just for the example. I'm going to update this one. Publish it. And now you can also see it has been created as my own page. And here it's also, you can see it, I have only access to this one page. So this is something that will be only used by myself.